What is happening, guys? It's Game Walkthroughs 22 here with a special video. Today I'm going to be doing a video of my Sonic collection that includes action figures, plushes, video games, and comic books. Oh, and strategy guides. But before I get started, I just want to quickly tell you guys a couple things. This isn't going to be the only collection video that I do. I'm doing this video in celebration of Sonic's 25th anniversary. I know this video is a month late, but I originally did do a collection video last month, but I didn't like how it turned out, and I just thought it was way too long, so I'm going to try to really make this a lot quicker than the previous one. And so I'm going to be doing collection videos for my other collections, like my Mario stuff and Legend of Zelda, Pokemon. I'm also going to be doing collection videos on all my games I have for the different systems that I own, like PS1, PS2, GameCube, Nintendo 64, Game Boy Advance, 3DS, DS, Sega Genesis, Wii U, Xbox 360, so those videos will be coming soon enough. I don't know when, but for the time being, let's take a look at my Sonic collection. So, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so, as you can see, I got some of my figures right here. Originally, these figures were in a drawer underneath my bed. But I took them out recently and displayed them just because, I mean, pretty much with me and Amir's Sonic Versus that we've been doing on all the games on Sonic Mega Collection, it's pretty much what's got me back into Sonic the Hedgehog and what's got me back into playing the video games. I might start collecting figures again, I'm not sure. Yeah, these are most of my 3.75-inch Jazzwares figures. I just have them out because these are probably my favorite Sonic figures that I own. And then also I have these Sonic figures, which are made by Resource. These were made back when Sonic Adventure came out in 1999 and 2000. So series 1 and 2. As you can see, for the 3.75-inch Jazzwares figures I have the main man himself, Sonic. This is actually a Sonic and the Black Knight figure, because you can see that he has the metal gauntlet like he does in Sonic and the Black Knight, and here is Caliburn right here. And I also have a bigger Sonic and the Black Knight figure, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. But the reason he's sitting down is because I could not get him to stand up, so. And I got 3.75-inch Tails, 3.75-inch Knuckles, 3.75-inch Clear Blue Sonic. He's not standing up because he fell down multiple times, and I just got tired of trying to get him to stand up, so I just have him, I'll just so you can see him better. I mean, he's Sonic, but he's just clear and blue, so not too special, but Knuckles just fell over. So, getting some of these figures to stand up could be a pain in the ass. Especially, well, the Black Knight Sonic and the Clear Blue Sonic, and especially these guys. Well, the 3.75-inch Shadow, 3.75-inch Silver. Silver I could probably get to stand up, but Shadow will not stand. That's why I'm so happy I still have his base. 3.75-inch SBO, 3.75-inch Vector, a 3.75-inch Charmy. These came in the Chaotix 3-pack. SBO is missing his spear or his Jagger or whatever it's called. I don't know what happened to it. And you can see Vector has his walkie-talkie, just like he does in Sonic Heroes. And Charmy, as you can see, he's missing one of his antenna that just broke off because these figures were in storage for a while before I decided to take them out again. And then we've got the Supersonic 3-pack with 3.75-inch Supersonic, 3.75-inch Super Shadow, and 3.75-inch Super Silver. And they did come with their Chaos Emeralds, which I have in a drawer on the side of my bed, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. And then we've got another 3.75-inch Sonic with open hands, and he's holding rings, which is pretty cool. This is probably my favorite 3.75-inch figure released by Jazzwares. He just is so cool. And of course, he would not stand up without his base. And I also got a 3.75-inch Classic Sonic, which came out around the time that Generations was released. And then I already mentioned I've got my Resaurus figures. So I got Resaurus. I've only got one. These are the only Resaurus figures I have. I do plan on getting the other ones. Like, I still need Tails and Knuckles from Series 1, and then I still need Gamma from Series 2. And then I would like to get the 11-inch Resaurus Sonic from Series 1, but he's really hard to find. Not to mention that all these figures, since they're so old, I mean, you can't find them in stores anymore, so you only get them off of eBay, but they're going for some pretty ridiculous prices on eBay. So, anyway, yeah, we got Resaurus Sonic from Series 1, and then we've got Resaurus Skiing Sonic, Resaurus Amy, and Resaurus Big. And none of them have their accessories, because, well, I got them all loose. So, you know, well, you might know with Series 2, they made a lot of, you know, loose figures without their accessories, and they're called bootlegs. So unfortunately, I do have bootlegs of Skiing Sonic, Amy, and Big the Cat because they didn't come with their accessories. But Series 1 Sonic is not a bootleg because they didn't make any bootleg figures for Series 1, so thank God. And unfortunately with the bootlegs, with the Skiing Sonic especially, you'll see that one of his legs is longer than the other, or at least that's what it looks like. So he can stand up. He can stand up with no problem still, but you'll see when he stands up, he looks a bit off balance. Whereas with the regular Skiing Sonic with the accessories, his you know, both of his feet are flat on the ground, but this one you see that it's kind of curved. You see both of his feet are implanted on the ground, and yeah, it looks like one of his legs is longer than the other. So thank God he's able to stand up okay. And then with Amy, there's nothing wrong with Amy, but her one leg broke off over time, and I had to glue it back on. So unfortunately, her one leg can no longer move, which is unfortunate since these figures are so old. But other than that, she's still in really good condition. And the other thing that sucks about the bootleg figures, it seems that their paint job is slightly worse than if you were to get them with their accessories. So it does suck, but I'm happy to say that I have the Resaurus figures. So, oh, before I forget, I also have another pretty rare Sonic figure. I got the Sonic Adventure 2 Battle Joyride Sonic figure. He did come in his original box. I threw out his box a long time ago, and I did have his card too, but I don't know where that is. That might have gotten thrown out too at some point. I don't know. But So got the Joyride Sonic figure. He's probably one of my favorites. I think he's pretty cool. Unfortunately, as you can see, with these bendy figures, their joints, they stop being able to bend over time, and so unfortunately, well, at least with his arms can no longer bend. His legs can still bend, but so you can't. So unfortunately, at least with this figure, you can't make him like really like he's walking or he's running. I used to be able to do that, but since the joints have worn out over time, I can't do that anymore. And with this figure, let's see if I can do this. You can actually take his head off, which, sorry, I gotta put the camera down to do this. You can actually take his head off, and it's supposed to come off. There we go. So you can see, you can take his head off. And there's a little, little stub where his neck would be right here. We can just, you can just plug his head back in. Whoops. Sorry about this. It's probably ended up making the video a little longer than I thought it was than I wanted it to be. You know, I gotta take him off his base to put his head back on. So I got his head back on. Now, as you see with the base, the pegs have broke. There's like half of the pegs still on there. Unfortunately, Sonic has a hard time standing on his base because the pegs are broken. And there's different versions of the base. There's one with Sonic's name in red letters, which is the one that I have. There's one with his name in blue letters. I think there might have only been two versions of the base, I'm not sure. I think there was only one with red letters and one with blue letters. So, I have one with red letters. But he's still a pretty cool figure, and you see he's one of the few Sonic figures or plushes ever to have the soap shoes, so that's pretty cool. And if you're wondering where I got this figure, I did get him, I believe, oh man, off of either Amazon or eBay, like almost 7 years ago, and I got him for a pretty ridiculous price. But at the time I was just like, hey, you know what, I'm willing to pay this price. I ended up paying like $70 for this figure, brand new in the box. Yeah. And that was like almost 7 years ago, so... yeah, he's pretty hard to find. There's also a Shadow figure, which he's even harder to find. And, you know, they both go on eBay for pretty high prices. You might get lucky to find one loose for a decent price, but don't expect to be able to get one in the box for a good price, unless, you know, you're willing to pay like $70 or $80, or even like $100 or more. So next we got my got my Sonic plushes. This is the first ever Sonic plush I ever had. I got this from a carnival 12 years ago, and you see that he's still in okay condition. You can see his mouth is falling apart, and his ears, they used to be able to stick up like this, but you can see they're folded down, so kind of looks kind of weird. But and he's missing one of his belt buckle. He's missing one of his shoe buckles, so that's unfortunate. But I love this thing to death as a kid. I'm happy I still have him. And I've got a Sonic plush by Jazzwares. Got the classic Sonic plush by GE, or Great Eastern Entertainment. It's probably one of my favorite Sonic plushes because I do like the classic style of Sonic, and he also has a hang tag too, so you could hang him up if you want to. So that's pretty cool. And I got a Knuckles plush from Toy Network. And the Jazzwares Tails plush, and the Jazzwares Hedgehog plush, Toy Network Shadow plush, Jazzwares Shadow plush, and I believe that's it. I don't have very many Sonic plushes, so I think that's all of them. But as you can see, I got a lot of Mario plushes, but those I'll show you another day. I think that's all my Sonic plushes. So now if we go to this drawer, you can see more of my Sonic figures, and these are all by Jazzwares, by the way. So, got the 5-inch Hedgehog figure. Here's my 5-inch Sonic and the Black Knight figure. Don't know, I think Caliburn's in here somewhere, or Excalibur, I think that's his name. Got 3.75-inch Free Riders Sonic. Got a mini Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Sonic in his car. I did have a Shadow, a mini All-Stars Racing Shadow figure on his bike. I don't know where that is. And then we've got a regular 5-inch Jazzwares Sonic first version. Superposer Clear Blue Sonic. JUVI Sonic. JUVI Hedgehog. The Moto Bug that came with the 3.75-inch classic Sonic. This one. Oh, I forgot. I do have one other figure that's not made by Jazzwares. Jeez. I also have the Sonic X Megabot Sonic figure by Toy Island. It's the first or second. I think it might be the first version. I'm not sure. There's another version where Sonic's in a running pose, which I don't have. But this one, I mean, if you tried, you can put him in a running pose, and fortunately, he doesn't stand up very well. I mean, it kind of does, but I mean, he's like bending over, or he's like leaning over. His joints have loosened over time, and I did get him brand new in the box. So here's the second version of the 5-inch Jazzwares Sonic. This one is much better. I think that, I like this one much better. Got the mini classic Metal Sonic statue. The 10-inch Metal Sonic, very rare, very happy to have this. 5-inch classic Sonic with the light blue. There's another version that's in dark blue, which I never got, but here is the Superposer Sonic. Superposer Supersonic, which is the first version, because the second version they made his quills facing up. This is just the Superposer Sonic, except his eyes are colored red and he's yellow. So this version's lame because he doesn't have his quills spiked up. Probably another one of my favorite figures, the 10-inch Modern Sonic. Very nice. Very happy to have that too, because that one is pretty rare as well. my first ever Sonic figure, the Toy Island Sonic. And then we've got a 3.75 inch Hedgehog with his leg snapped off. Thanks, Jazzwares. We got another one of those clear stands, which actually I could use for one of the figures on my shelf that's able to use those bases. I got the mini classic Sonic statue. Yeah, as you can see, I got a bunch of Mario Connect stuff in here, like broken up building sets and cars and bikes, and so that was it for this drawer. And now for this other drawer. Whoops, wrong drawer. This drawer. We've got the rest of my Sonic figures. I got the Sonic X Megabot Knuckles, which I got loose. Toy Island Tails with his tails. Toy Island Knuckles. The Gotcha buildable Knuckles figure. The Sonic Adventure bendy Knuckles figure. Classic Knuckles statue. Classic Amy or Rosie the Rascal statue. Free Riders Tails. The Metal Force Knuckles figure by Toy Island. Superposer Super Shadow. And then Superposer Shadow. JUVI Shadow. Whoops. Classic Supersonic statue. I got some pieces to the robot that came with the Megabot Sonic. So there's one piece. There's another piece. Oh, another stand I can use for another one of the Jazzwares Sonic figures. Let's see. Another piece to the robot. Oh, here's the X that came with the Megabot Sonic. Another piece to the robot. Whoops. Another piece to the robot. And there's other pieces in here, but I've also got the classic Tails statue, the Sonic Adventure Amy bendy figure. I got the Chaos Emeralds that came with the Super Pack. And they released two versions. One of the emeralds is turquoise instead of another orange emerald, but the pack that I have came with two orange emeralds. Hold on, let me see if I can find. I think there's two other emeralds. Yeah, there's one. No, there's one more. Let's see if I can find it. It's in here somewhere. Oh, here it is. All right, so I got the 7 Chaos Emeralds. So I got the green one, the blue one, the like reddish orange one, the magenta one or maroon one, the silver or white one, and then I got two, well, they're not exactly the same color, but if you look at them from kind of far away, they kind of do look like they're the same color, but I got one yellow one and one orange one. So one of these was supposed to be turquoise, but instead the one version, I don't know if this is the first or second version, I think this is probably the first version, maybe the second version, I'm not sure, but instead of giving you a turquoise one, they give you a yellow and an orange one, so kind of disappointing, but whatever. The figures make up for the lame colored emerald. I got the Sonic and the Black Knight, Sir Lancelot Shadow, which this figure sucks because he falls apart easily and he does not stand up easily, so I would not recommend him one bit. So you can see his one foot, it's able to snap back in easily, but it falls off very easily. You can see he doesn't hold his sword well. His sword just like is very loose in his hand, so this figure sucks. So I would not recommend it. And the only reason I have it is I got it as a Christmas present the one year. So here is the flower to the Team Chaotix pack. Here is an arm for the Gotcha buildable shadow figure. Here is the Gotcha buildable shadow figure. I'll just put his arm in, just so you can see what he looks like complete. These are actually nice buildable figures. I mean, they're pretty cheap, but you know, for the price they're paying for them, I mean, they're actually not bad. And there's also there's a Sonic, a Metal Sonic, a Super Sonic, and a Werehog. I don't have those ones, but I would like to maybe get those sometime in the future. So here is Shadow complete. So he doesn't look bad, except for that the bottom of his shoes aren't painted red. They're supposed to be red and not black, but it's not bad. Let's see. Oh, here's Charmy's other antenna. Let's see. Another piece to the robot. And I also did manage to find, I think you might have seen earlier, that I did find, get it out. Here is SBO's spear or Jagger. So I can just put this in his hand, so it's nice that I found it. I think that might be it. Hold on just a sec. Sorry I keep putting my camera down, but it's kind of hard to sift through all this stuff and hold the camera at the same time, so I do apologize about that. And I think that's it. So I think that's it for all the figures. So as you can see, I got a good amount of figures. I think last time I counted, I think I have like 39 or 40, so that's a pretty good amount. I don't have nearly as many Sonic figures as some other Sonic collectors on YouTube, but I think this is a pretty decent collection of figures, and you know, I don't have a lot of Sonic plushes either, but that's because when I was collecting Sonic merchandise, I was mostly collecting figures. So now that we're done with the figures and plushes, now we can move on to let's do my my books or comic book / strategy guide. So I got Sonic the Hedgehog Archives Volume 6. Sonic the Hedgehog issue 205, and the special 200th issue that came with the 3.75-inch Knuckles and clear blue Sonic figures. And then I have one strategy guide, which I believe is... where did I put it? I believe it is... hold on a sec. I believe that strategy guide. Oh, here it is. The one strategy guide that I have is the Sonic Unleashed strategy guide for Wii and PS2. So, I mean, just basically tells you everything about how to beat the game. This is a game that I no longer have. I used to have it, but I gave it to a friend. But I do plan on getting a new copy sometime. Don't know when. Maybe next time I go to GameStop. Basically tells you all the secrets for how to 100% the game, and tells you how to beat those annoying Hedgehog levels, which was my least favorite part about the game. I think that the game should have had more of the running stages than the Hedgehog combat stages, but that's just my opinion. You guys can feel free to disagree with me. I don't care what you guys have to say about that. I just think that Sonic Unleashed was not very good. Probably one of my least favorite 3D Sonic games, and also one of my least favorite Sonic games overall in the 2D and 3D era. So I'm not going to show you guys the whole thing, but you get an idea on what it talks about, and the pictures. And alright, so now we can move on to video games. So for the 3DS, I have Sonic Generations, and then I think that's the only Sonic game I have for the 3DS. And then for the regular DS, I got Sonic Rush Adventure, and then I also have the original Sonic Rush, which I don't know where it is, but I do have that. And now I'll show you guys the rest of my Sonic games in just a sec. Oh, before I forget, I have 2 Sonic t-shirts. Literally just remembered that. So I got 2 Sonic shirts. One I use as a sleep shirt. Oh man, it's gonna be kind of hard to... God damn it! I got this one. This is my very first ever Sonic shirt. It'll be kind of hard to see, but I'll show you guys as best as I can. Both of them are classic Sonic, by the way. I got this one that says original player. Sorry, it might be kind of hard to see, but original player. So I got that one. And then I've also got this one, which I just got a week and a half ago, which I thought was pretty cool. Because, I mean, I feel like it's rare to come across any kind of Sonic clothing nowadays. I feel like Sonic clothing is like pretty rare. So I got this one with classic Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, and there's some kind of Japanese writing on the bottom. I don't know what that says. I don't know what that translates to, but you can see the tag right here to say Sonic the Hedgehog, or not the tag, but I mean like on the collar of the shirt. And I think the same thing goes for this one too. Yep, this one you can actually see better because it's a different color than the it's a different color gray than the color used for the overall shirt. So yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. And now I'll show you guys the rest of my Sonic video games. I forgot to show this off for figures, but I also have the Sonic Amiibo. Okay, before we get to the rest of my Sonic video games, I just want to show you guys I have 3 games on my phone. I have Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and Sonic 4 Episode 1. So now for the rest of my games, I'll start with GameCube. I've got Sonic Adventure DX, Sonic Mega Collection, Sonic Gems Collection, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, Sonic Heroes, and that's it for my GameCube games. And now for my Wii games, I've got Sonic Colors, Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, Sonic and the Black Knight, Sonic and the Secret Rings, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games, and this last one isn't a Sonic game, but since Sonic is in it, Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And that's it for my Wii games, and now my Xbox 360 games, I've got Sonic Generations, which is my favorite game on the Xbox 360. Also one of my favorite Sonic games overall. I also got Sonic 06, and yeah, I know it's not its original case, but I got this used at GameStop. So, it sucks I don't have the original case, but... And then I've also got... let's see if I can find it. Also got Dreamcast Collection, which includes Sonic Adventure on it. So... that's pretty cool. And that's it for my Xbox 360 games. And now for my... Now last, we have my Wii U games. So for the Wii U, I have Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games, Sochi 2014. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, even though it's not a Sonic game, but Sonic is in it. And Sonic Lost World, Deadly 6 Bonus Edition. Oh, and I also have Super Smash Bros. For 3DS. And that is it for my Sonic collection, so I hope you guys enjoyed. This video was longer than I thought it was going to be, but hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more collection videos coming soon, as well as my Legend of Zelda Wind Waker Let's Play, more World of Nintendo reviews, also I was thinking I might start making some stop motions, so if you guys have any requests for stop motions you'd like to see with any figures I have, whether, you know, Mario, Sonic, Zelda, Pokemon, I mean, any figures I have, just let me know. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. This was my second and final video in honor of Sonic's 25th anniversary. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, most importantly, subscribe for more content coming soon. And yeah, long live the blue hedgehog. See you guys next time.